much excitement, could you please give Sonja a round of applause and make her welcome?
Thank you very much. Well, firstly, I'd just like to thank everyone for coming along to tonight's presentation and helping me to celebrate the launch of my two new books, The Real Body Plan and The Real Body Real Food 2. I was diagnosed with borderline osteoporosis. Now, if you're not sure what osteoporosis is, osteo means bone and porosis means porous or brittle. So basically, at the age of 32, I had the bones of a woman. Well, just over 2 years ago, I went through a rather stressful period in my life and took what I like to call a bit of a detour. So I didn't deal with that 6 months very well, and over the period I put on 13 kilos. So that was me at the end of September 2007. So yes, as you can see, I'm not looking very happy or impressed with myself there. So ultimately, what the great thing is about the 7 steps I'm going to share with you tonight is once you know how to apply them to your life, it doesn't matter if you hit a bump in the road, a detour as I call it, or fall off the wagon. You will know exactly what to do to help turn your life, your health, or your happiness, or your weight back around again. Because ultimately, prop man in the corner, ultimately once I confessed to myself that I wasn't actually living with integrity, that what I was telling everyone else to do, I wasn't actually doing myself. So once I realised that, I did start following the 7 steps again, started following the strategies in the Real Body Plan, and this was me just 12 weeks later. So for the people who are looking to lose weight, this is what's possible in just 12 weeks. But the reason I actually wanted to share those photos with you was to actually highlight a point. And that point is that knowing and not doing is exactly the same as not knowing. So I'll say that again. Knowing and not doing is exactly the same. Let's have a closer look at the first step. So the first step is to select your focus. And as the slide says, the first step towards getting somewhere is deciding that you no longer want to stay where you are. Now, whilst that statement is certainly true, it's also the biggest reason that people don't have major breakthroughs in their life. I just want to share with you a really groovy trick. Because we all have days where we're feeling flat or unmotivated and just nothing seems to help pick us up. But a lot of people aren't aware how much impact your physiology, so how you sit or where you stand, actually impacts the way you feel. Now, the best way to demonstrate this is to get everyone to do it. So if everyone can stand up on your feet, please. Okay, so I want you to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Then I want you to put a slight bend in your knees. Now I want you to roll your shoulders forward. And I want you to let your stomach hang out. Just relax. Doesn't that feel good? Now I want you to look down at your feet. And while you're looking down at your feet, I want you to think of something really sad and put a big sad look on your face. I hear laughing. So try and focus on keeping that sad look on your face. And while you're in this position with that sad look on your face, try to make yourself feel really, really happy. It's very difficult, isn't it? Now I want you to do the opposite. This time I want you to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. But I want you to stand up as tall as you can, put your shoulders back, chest out, and I want you to look slightly towards the ceiling. Just the spotlight on my face. Now while you're looking up at the ceiling, I want you to put a huge grin on your face. Biggest smile you possibly can. No one can see you because everyone's looking up at the ceiling. Now while you're standing up tall, looking at the ceiling, smile on your face, I want you to try and feel really unhappy. Again, it's almost impossible, so you can take a seat. So simply by changing your physiology, the way that you're sitting or you're standing can actually make an impact on how you feel. So the next time you're feeling a little bit flat or unmotivated, take a look at the way that you're sitting or standing, because I bet you're slumped or slouched over. And simply by changing the way that you sit or stand can send a message to your brain that you're actually in a good mood. Now I know some people find it easier to visualise than others. Some people visualise in colour, some people visualise in black and white. What's really important is that your vision inspires you and gets you really excited about what it is that you're about to achieve. Because ultimately there's no fun in doing something if it becomes a chore. So if you don't look back and smell the roses occasionally and think, you know what, I have done good, and you're trying to achieve something, you'll end up thinking, you know what, this is no fun, and you'll quit. So this is why congratulating and rewarding yourself is really 2 steps in these 7 steps are to eat well and to simply move your body more. So these 2 steps are really about your overall health and well-being. Because at the end of the day, If you want to be successful and happy, you need a body that's going to last the distance. You need a body that's going to allow you to continue to do all the things you enjoy doing. And you need a body that's going to allow you to enjoy your whole life. Having said that, if you are actually serious about looking after your body and your health for the long term, then you do need to include one strength training session, which is using weights, and one interval training session, which is a short 22-minute cardio session, at least once a week. So together, those two things only make up an hour. And I'm sure you can find at least 1 hour of your time each week if it means giving yourself good health for the rest of your life. Because I'm sure you've all heard the saying before, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you're serious about changing your health, your lifestyle, your financial situation, the weight, whatever it is that your goals are, if you are serious, then you absolutely must take action now. So just to make sure I've made my point, let me ask you this question. When is now a good time to start? I think we can do a little bit better than that. When is now a good time to start? I'll share with you a quote that I heard a couple of weeks ago about success. And I think this sums it up really well. So the quote goes like this: to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know that even one life has breathed better because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. So I really do wish everyone here tonight a healthy, happy and successful life, because ultimately that's what we're here for, to succeed and to be happy and to be healthy.